Hello, I'm Graham Horton and welcome to today's video, which is a product review for you, and this time it's for a V-mount battery with D-tap output and USB-C as well as the standard BP output, and it's the S95 battery from ZG Cine. Now you might think batteries are boring and uninteresting, but really these batteries are quite unique, and if you've not used them you might want to pay attention to the content of this video. You'll find some other uses for these batteries which might astound you. Now this is the S95. It means it's a 95 watt hour battery. It's within the airline specification for carry-on lithium-ion batteries, so you wouldn't be taken away if you went to an airport with this in your bag. It's under that 100 watt hour maximum that they allow you to carry it on, so it's within those regulations for airline flight carry-on. This is 14.8 volts, the standard for all these D-tap batteries, and will provide you with something like a 13 amp continuous output power. So it's quite a powerful battery. If I can take it out of its case for you, what you'll get inside is the service card if you need to get this battery serviced, an instruction sheet to give you information about how to charge it and use it, and a nice orange coloured cable here, which is the USB-C to USB-C charging cable, or again you can use it for an output cable for some of your peripheries. So let's have a look at it. It's got a nice little sleeve to protect it. Having a look at this device, it weighs 533 grams and it measures 111 by 75 by 56 millimeters. So small, compact and a lightweight device. Having a look around the device, you can see the various ports. We've got two USB-C ports, which are PD potential delivery ports. They'll support 5, 9, 12 and 15 volts at 3 amps and 20 volts at 2.25 amps. So it's quite possible to charge things like MacBooks and other USB-C devices with those USB-C PD outputs. One is marked PD input, and you can use this to charge it from a 45 watt or 60 watt charger, and it will charge in about 3.5 hours if the battery is completely depleted. We've got a test indicator on the side, so if you press that it will give you the 5 states from 20% up to 100%. Let's do that on the side there. Looking around the other outputs, we've got our D-tap and we've got our BP output, which are both rated at 13 amps, so they'll support things like these 60 watt studio lights, panel lights, and even these small panel lamps if you connected them over the D-tap to a standard 5.5 by 2.5 millimeter connector, so you can go use them directly. Or if you're using the studio lamp as a run and gun, you can put it on a hand grip, and again the battery will just clip into that D-mount, and you will then just connect this into the input socket of that light, and you've got a run and gun 60 watt light, so useful for those situations. You can also get these adapters, which the beauty of this system, you can adapt them from 14.8 volts to lower voltages, so you can use it 12 volts for other peripheries like monitors and cameras, or you can use it for 8.4 for your filming with your DSLRs or mirrorless cameras, or you can use them into a Sony NP-F adapter. So we've got one here. This again takes the V-mount battery, and then we've got a Sony NP-F, and that will fit onto something like this panel light, which takes the Sony NP-F battery, and we'll just clip in there and give you the extended runtime for that battery. So 95 watt hours will run this for many days. You can also get these adapters which convert the D-tap 14.8 volts to 8.4 volts for your camera. In this case it's for the Canon 5D Mark IV or the 90D, the ones that take the LPE6 battery. So that is the D-tap to 8.4 converter. Using the output directly and the USB-C cable, you can use it for other panel lights or charging other peripheries. Alternatively, if you're using that D-tap output and a D-tap to 5.5 by 2.5 connector, you can connect it into these panels, which normally take two Sony NP-F batteries to give you the 14 volts, but you can use this on the input here, which is 15 volt rated, so you can put your battery into there, and you've got an output then for your panel lights, and again extended long run times if you need them for your longer shoots. For the studio lights, you normally have a mounting plate, and this one is fixed to the light stand. So again, this will just clip onto the battery like so, and then I can just turn on the light, and you can see we've got the light on, and this will go all the way up to 100% power without any problems. So that's taking the full 60 watts for this light. Now you can calculate the approximate runtime from the rating of your lamp. So this one's a 60 watt, so this will run for about an hour and a half. If you divide that 95 by 60, you've got the 1.5 hour runtime. This particular panel is 28 watts, so roughly 3 hours, just over 3 hours, if this lamp is on full power. So you can see the amount of runtime you can get with these larger capacity batteries. Now internally, this device has 6400 milliamp hour batteries, which are over voltage protected for charging and over current protected for discharging. So it's totally safe to use. The additional benefit of this unit is the fact that it will charge from USB-C power delivery. So if you've got your own 45 watt or 60 watt charger, you can charge this device without having to buy the expensive DTAP power supplies, which can run to sort of £30. So having USB-C charging is a great advantage with this device. So there we are. I hope I've given you some ideas of how you could utilize these high capacity batteries to run a lot of peripherals, charge your laptops, charge your phones, power lights, and any other equipment that's got USB-C inputs. You can use it to run those peripherals. So very useful batteries. Now these devices aren't cheap. This particular one is currently £99 on Amazon in the UK, but you are going to get a long service life, and you are going to get a lot of uses out of it for charging peripherals, running lights, running laptops, running cameras and recorders. Lots of uses for these devices, for the fact that you can down convert the voltage from that 14.8 DTAP output into a more convenient for other devices such as your cameras and monitors, etc. Well, that's it for the video. Thanks very much for watching, and as usual, please do take care, and I hope to see you all very, very soon. Goodbye for now.